So I'm the chef at Ava Jeans and Roman Candle. Somewhere along the lines, I got known for vegetables. I met this guy because he used to come in all the time, and I think he still has a debt for vegetables. Is that true? Somewhere along the line?
Yeah, I'm paying interest on vegetables.
We got in a fight one time. I didn't know who he was, about the idea that he was going to be doing a cast iron pan. And I said, that's great. Do a cast iron pan. But the thing is, you need to put a cast iron pan in a bag. Like that idea that when you go camping, you want cast iron. But we all put it in the back of the truck. It makes a mess. It does all this stuff. So that's how initially we met, was the idea of an argument over vegetables, over cast iron pans. And then we went camping, and we shot some pictures, and I became the camp chef somewhere along the line, and you love to make fun of me for that. So, like, we're going to give away ice cream, but then we're going to give away tents as well at the end of this. So tell them about the tents.
There are no tent giveaways, I'm sorry.
That tent right there.
These photos are from a little story that we shot for a magazine I made for Polar Stuff. This is my beautiful wife here modeling our knapsack in a rooftop tent. Here's Joshua. I think I started the company really with the intent of eventually figuring out a way to get one of the best chefs in the world to go camping with me and cook for me
to
and my
give him
wife.
free food.
And I figured that out, so I'm here to tell you that if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. It's true. If you haven't been to Ava Jeans, it's very, very good. And you know, we definitely have something in common where I think I did an interview with him recently where we talked for a while, but one of the things I brought up was something Maya Angelou said, that she recently passed away, but she said that people will remember, they'll forget what you say, they'll forget what you do, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And that to me was really, really stuck with me, and it kind of applied to food and also just the experience of being outside. And the theme of the summer is really tied together in I think, experiencing sort of everything from camping to food to doing the things that you want to do with your life while you can.
Owning and being a chef at Ava Jeans has been a labor of love, and the idea that, with the idea of talking about summer and design, it's not as much of a design as being a chef, it's more about of a craft. But I couldn't do what I do without the farmers. We haven't really got into some of the pictures yet. Like I said, we have not planned any of this. He wasn't even really doing this until, like, what, 20 minutes ago? But there's gonna be slides of, like, Ayers Creek coming up soon, which is literally, I've said probably 100 times, but it's one of the most special farms and one of the most unique farms in our region. And that's because they're doing things the hard way. They're doing things the way that we used to do things, and that takes, generally, you get less of a yield and you get a better product because you're not using pesticides and you're using less water and you're just listening to the seasons. That has been one of the most amazing farms to work with. All the farms that we work with during the summer and during the idea of changing and utilizing the menu based on the season is based on the idea that it literally is that. It's like what's in season and where it's going. Ayers Creek, again, like I said, has been foundational to that, as well as just on and on, DeNoble Farms, Gathering Together, Groundworks. And we live in a city that is, like, literally, honestly, one of the best cities in the world, let alone in our country, because we have this European idea of the way we're living, and it's based around the proximity of these farms. So it's very easy for me to do what I do and get him in debt for serving him vegetables because it's just the farm. So I'm speaking to the idea of, like, what's coming into season and utilizing that in its best approach, and the idea of an Italian concept somewhere along the line. And I believe in the idea of using vegetables when they're first coming into season in their raw state, the purest state, which is ideally and generally raw. And then we start cooking it and manipulating. So at Ava Jeans, we don't take any shortcuts, and I'm really proud about that. We really put vegetables and we put farms and we put products to the front of the menu, and a lot of people are like, Ava Jeans is expensive, and it is, but it's the cost of real food, honestly. And with that is the idea of all these farms, that we wouldn't be doing what we do without that. The idea with the cast iron pan and going out cooking was, it's that idea of like, that's where inspiration comes for me. Drinking Diet Polar. What is that? And then just just camping, just being, food is really about just people. It's about being at the table, and it's about eating. And the farms make that easier. His cast iron pan makes that easier. His flower tents certainly make that easier. So go, now you get to talk about my slides.
I think Portland is really great because of the people. I travel a lot and talk a lot about Portland in conjunction with the brand, and people are really fascinated by Portland right now, and I think it's ultimately, there are a lot of good things going on, and there's a lot of great companies, there's a lot of great aspects to it, but it really does come down to the community and the culture that the people bring and the humanity of it, and everyone supporting each other and feeling like there's something special here. And I think that's why so many people are moving here, and so many people are talking about it even if they're not moving here. And we're really lucky that we have such a great creative community, whether it's everything from advertising to food. And I guess final parting quote is from one of my favorite quotes is from Thoreau, who said, let me see if I can get it right, but he said, the true cost of anything is how much life you give up along the way. So do what you love and pursue your dreams, and try and spend your time as best as you can, because you only have one shot at it. Thanks.